Welcome, Riverside. I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal. This week, we prepare a ceremony in remembrance of 9/11. Get inside sports with Pep Fernandez. Learn about signing up from the Recycle from Home program. All this coming up right here on Inside Riverside. The City of Riverside invites everyone to a heartfelt 9/11 remembrance ceremony on Wednesday, September 11th at 8:45 a.m. in Veterans Plaza, just outside City Hall. This event serves as a moment to honor the lives lost on September 11th, 2001, while also celebrating the resilience and unity that defines our community. Through reflection and uplifting tributes, we come together to remember the past and strengthen our commitment to building a brighter future through service and compassion. In addition to the ceremony, we are presenting a special documentary on YouTube called 9/11 One City Remembers, which follows some of Riverside's own as they engaged in search and rescue efforts in New York City immediately after the tragedy. Here's a preview of this powerful film.
Winds out of the northwest, 6 miles per hour. Relative humidity 70%. 66 in Newark, 64 degrees in Bridgeport, 67 in Midtown, and heading for 80.
We just had a plane crash into Alpha 4 of the World Trade Center.
The World Trade Center, tower number 1 is on fire. Another plane hit the second tower, okay? You have a second plane into the other tower of the Trade Center, major fire.
It was enormous. I've never imagined being on a collapsed structure of that size, and to see the magnitude was overwhelming.
I remember walking down, and I don't remember which street it was, and seeing steel pieces sticking out of the street. Now, you don't see pieces of a building, steel I-beams sticking out of a street. That's just not normal. That's a movie thing. But it was real. In the 9 days I stood there, never saw a desk, never saw a computer, never saw a couch, never saw a chair, nothing. If you wanted to survive 9/11, you had to be a piece of paper. Because there was a cemetery not too far at one of the churches. Most of those gravestones had paper halfway up the gravestone. You had to be a piece of paper to survive 9/11.
It's very important to remember 9/11. The entire country needs to not forget. That was the worst tragedy that ever occurred in the United States. These people died and they had no chance, and they were innocent, and they should always be remembered. We should never forget.
Catch the entire film at youtube.com/City of Riverside and type 9/11 in the search bar of our page.
Before we get to football, some pretty cool news here in the city of Riverside, because one of our own went to the Summer Olympics in Paris, France, and helped his team win a bronze medal. We are talking about Chris Bates. He is the Senior Sports Medicine Manager for the USA men's water polo team. This is actually his second Olympic Games, and he helped the red, white, and blue come away with a bronze medal, their first medal in 16 years. And Chris is hoping to be back for the 2028 Games, which will be in Los Angeles. Here's Chris talking about his Olympic journey.
We ended up winning the bronze medal in a shootout. And, it came down to the goalie and basically free throws at the goal. And it was a very tense moment, and just to revisit that experience on edge, not sure what the outcomes are going to be. Are we going to come home with a 4th place win? Are we going to get this medal? That's when the rubber really met the road. And when that last shot was blocked, it was almost a surreal moment. And so that's definitely a core memory, and everything that followed from the awards ceremony and holding the bronze medal and getting that thing put on my neck from the players was remarkable. I tell everyone who's asked me how the experience has been, it means all the more to know that I've got people in this city and back home here in the States rooting looking for me. I was getting just blown up with text with, "Oh, I saw you on the TV," and it was overwhelming, but it was really encouraging and affirming, and helped me to realize that this was so much bigger than me, I think the thing that I'm most proud of is being on this international platform. The thing that's really important to me is taking these experiences and bringing them back home. I'm a hometown guy. Though I wasn't born in Riverside, Riverside has certainly become home for my family and I. So we rep it proud. So yeah, what I'm excited for and looking forward to is just bringing all of my experiences back locally to all of our local athletes. You know, and one of the things that I worked with the guys on mentally as we've been preparing, you know, when we were in the weight room, you know, there was just this interesting culture that we tried to create for the guys where it's like, hey, everything that we do matters for what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And so getting on the podium was one of the things we're trying to accomplish. So without talking about it so explicitly, the way that we address that is, hey, when we're in here training in the weight room, we're lifting these heavy loads to prepare our bodies to lift a different type of metal, you know, and here we are with the bronze.
All right, let's talk some high school football now as well. Going into week 2 of the season, and maybe the hottest local team might be the King Wolves. They're off to a great start and another big game coming up. It's an in-town rivalry game as the King Wolves will take on JW North. We'll see if the Wolves can continue their hot streak here in 2024. That'll be one of the Riverside TV games. The other one will be Hillcrest taking on Ramona. No longer a league game with Hillcrest now in the Sun Belt League, but two of the best teams we have in the area going head to head. That's high school football. We've also got college football as RCC will open up their season on Saturday as they will take on Long Beach City. And yes, you can watch the game live right here on Riverside TV. Back to you.
Recycling just got easier and more rewarding. A new program called Recycle from Home is launching. No more sorting, no more lugging bins. Just schedule a pickup and they'll take your cans, bottles, and even some electronics right from your doorstep. Plus, you get paid for those California refund deposits. This could be a game changer for our city's recycling rates, keeping waste out of landfills and putting cash back in your pockets. Sign up online at recyclefromhome.com or with their app and help make green living a breeze.
Today we're in the Armory building in Fairmont Park, and we are so excited to open up this beautiful historic building to be enjoyed by the community. The Arlanza Boxing Show is about to begin. The next event is going to be September 7th as the Viegas Boxing Club is having a tournament here at the Armory building. Please come on down to cheer on the contestants. We have food vendors, and it's a beautiful day in Fairmont Park.
It's Arlanza Boxing, man. They're our sister company, great location too as well. They got a great program, and this is their event. We're here, man, to support them and here for our fighters as well. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, look at the setup, bro, behind us. We got a great, brand new, painted, everything's all lovely in here, man. We look forward to this. Boxing is a phenomenal sport. It brings a certain type of discipline to kids, and there's a certain structure to it.
My name is Anaz Carbajal. I'm a boxer and I box at Viegas Park. It's something I can look forward to every day. I just gotta put in consistency and hard work.
This is the first time that we're hosting the show at Fairmont Park in Riverside, and the city got more involved this year, so the venue's bigger. So we're hoping that we have a big turnout today. Boxing is a really good program for people who are kind of timid and shy, or even some youth who are getting bullied in school. And especially with the young ladies, I always tell them, come in and give boxing a chance, because you got to learn how to defend yourself. And it's also for kids to come in, have a way out, and also to learn, about the art. And most importantly, to get the exercise.
We want to re-envision the Armory. We've just received a $2.5 million federal earmark to renovate this building. And we'd love to hear from the community what they would like to see here.
Well, that's about it for the show, but we invite you to stay to the end as we list a number of activities in the upcoming week. Or you can find out more by visiting riversideca.gov/calendar. I'm your host, Gabriella Madrigal, and I thank you for watching Inside Riverside.